Hello. Now that I've calmed down, let's just talk about what Capcom is doing, okay? Let's just talk about it. So yesterday, Capcom announced, or the day before yesterday, I don't know. I was busy at the Fantasia concert. You know what I'm saying? I was enjoying looking at my second wife. Anywho, then the news dropped, and especially at Tokyo Game Show. Basically, Capcom stated that Capcom Cup is going to have a pay per view. I guess it's $40. I really didn't look at the all of it. I just looked at Button Check. I looked at a bunch of not a bunch, a few other FGC news sites, and I saw that they're going to charge pay per view, and it's just weird how they're doing this now. It's just, I don't know. I mean, because let's be real, Capcom is one of the focal point, or one of the main reasons why the FGC has existed or started, and it started grassroots, and the grassroots community has always shown nothing but love and support to Capcom. But the simple fact that Capcom is now going more corporate, and due to the fact of the success of Street Fighter 6, and it also due to the fact that Street Fighter 6 is blowing up mainly in the Japanese region, the Asia Pacific region, this is a bold step by Capcom, and I think it's a wrong one to take. Because Capcom for years, Street Fighter 6, I mean, in America, pretty much was the backbone of the foundation. Where Japan, in the Japan prefecture, it wasn't. I mean, it was niche. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as strong, but now has flipped it. Japan is stronger than ever in Japan now, and I guess they're trying to not accommodate, but trying to produce or trying to get more money over there, and that's fine and good. But Street Fighter, or the FGC, is esports now, and it's international, it's global. I don't understand why they're trying to do this. It's a bad move. It's a very bad move, because I mean, also, quite frankly, because everybody all over the world is suffering as far as when it comes to finances, and then you come out and say, and it's to the point where even the money grubbing pay-per-view creators such as WWE, who pretty much practically created pay-per-view, let's be real, with WrestleMania, they're even going to streaming services starting in September of this month. And then UFC, they signed a deal with Paramount. They're going streaming services as of early, first quarter 2026. And then now Capcom's doing a 180 and going to the pay-per-view route. And it's kind of funny that they're doing it now, considering that there's articles on top of articles where people are saying people are now pirating streaming services because they can't afford all the streaming services. Streaming apps are now more expensive than cable. And it's ridiculous. I think this is a bad move for Capcom, and they're going to lose a lot of money. Now that it's here, now that it's open, what alternatives should they have done, Capcom as a whole? What alternatives should Capcom have done? I'll tell you what alternatives. So first and foremost, they should have went with there's 3 or 4 options they could have did. The very first option, they should have did the route with the Street Fighter 5 route with the costumes. You had the seasonal costumes, they would go on sale, and each season or each purchase will contribute to Capcom Cup. That's one way. And then another way is sponsorship and ads. You know what I'm saying? Get sponsors to carry the DLC costumes, or and have support packs. I mean, that's option 2. Option 3 is the premium option. Have the stream still free, but then have a VIP paid section where you get exclusive backstage interviews. The production is a little bit tad bit better. You get complimentary commentary backstage, commentary. You get to see the behind the scenes, so to speak, but it's the VIP treatment. You pay the $40 and you get that. The regular stream is still free, but you don't get to see Ryan Hart or James Chan interviewing your favorite pro player in the background and seeing how they're preparing or prepping. You get a little small view of like with no sound, like a little small view of the green room of people practicing and training for a brief second because you don't want to give away secret tips and tactics. You know what I'm saying? They could do that. Or you could do the final option, which is a hybrid model. You have the luxury of you got the free base stream, but then you also have add-on for super fans who contribute, because you're showing on Twitch and YouTube. So you got super fans, and super fans, donate money, then they'll be able to access, the pay version of the stream, stuff like that. But go strictly mandate saying you're doing a pay-per-view is asinine at best. The bigger picture is this just not just affect the FGC. You don't think greedy ass EA Games or greedy ass Bungie or Blizzard Activision / Microsoft is looking at this? Oh, Capcom's doing what? They're going to pay-per-view? Is that the future? And then they're going to try to do it? This is just the beginning. And FGC is, and even though it's starting in FGC, and even though Capcom is starting it, don't be surprised if League of Legends, Riot Games try to do a pay-per-view for the League of Legends championships. Don't be surprised if, EA Games try to do ALGS with a pay-per-view for the finals. And that's what I'm saying, the bigger picture. This is just the start. I hate to say use the word precipice, but I mean, this is the bigger picture. And if companies and video game companies or Blizzard, Activision, Overwatch doing with OWC, Overwatch World Championships, or NetEase Games doing this with Marvel Rivals and Ignite Championship Finals in China, in order for you to see it, it's going to be pay-per-view. This is not good. It's unfortunate, and it's very disheartening that Capcom will go this route. I mean, everybody else, all the greedy other corporations that have been doing pay-per-view for the last 30 decades, now they're going to streaming. You had streaming for the last 10, 15 years, and now you want to go with the route that they failed at. Like, what? So that's my point. I think it's wrong. I think just do better. Y'all have a good day. If y'all agree with me, or even if you don't agree with me, like and subscribe. There's a community over here. We're able to talk. Just don't be disrespectful. We over here to have different opinions, and we're over here having we're over here a community that's able to talk and to express and vocalize how we feel about certain things. And with that being said, I hope you have a blessed one as well as a good one, and I'm out. I'm about to go play Apex. That just turned me off. I swear to God, Capcom, y'all had one job. Oh my God, bro.